Picture this. You're driving along, music's on, just cruising, and then, boom, it pops up, that little orange engine icon on your dashboard. Your heart kind of sinks, right? What does it even mean? Is my car about to explode? How much is this going to cost me? Yeah, we have all been there. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's the one that just instantly takes over your brain. Well, guess what? In this explainer, we are going to break it all down nice and simple. Okay, so let's get into it. The very first thing to do is just take a breath. Seriously, that light is a message from your car, not a death sentence. And we're going to decode that message together so you can stop worrying and start feeling confident about what to do next. So what is this light really? It's all part of your car's onboard diagnostic system, or OBD for short. You can think of it like your car has its own little doctor inside. It's always running checkups on your engine, your transmission, all the important stuff. And when it spots something that's even a little bit off, it flips on that light to say, hey, might want to look at this. Now, before we even get into why the light is on, we got to talk about how it's on, because this is the single most important clue you have. Is that little light just sitting there, solid, or is it blinking at you, flashing? And this really is the whole ballgame right here. If the light is solid and steady, it's your car saying, hey, something's not quite right. You should get me checked out when you get a chance. It's usually not an emergency. But if that light is flashing or blinking, that's a whole different story. That is your car's way of screaming for help. It means a serious problem is happening right now that could be causing major damage. So here's the takeaway. Solid light, schedule an appointment. Flashing light, pull over safely and call for help. Do not mess around with a flashing light. Okay, so you figured out if it's an oh okay situation or an oh no situation. Now let's get into the most common reasons that light decides to pop on. And here's the good news. A lot of the time, it's not some huge catastrophic failure. It's often one of just a handful of pretty simple issues. You're not going to believe this, but this is one of the top offenders. The problem could literally be a loose gas cap. I'm serious. Your car's fuel system is sealed to maintain pressure. If the cap is loose, that pressure escapes, the car's computer senses it and boom, check engine light. It's the very first thing you should check. Just pull over and give it a few clicks till it's tight. All right, next up, we've got the O2 sensor. This little guy lives in your exhaust system, and its job is to measure how much unburned oxygen is coming out. Your car uses that info to get the perfect fuel and air mix. When it starts to fail, the computer gets bad data, and your car just starts guzzling more gas than it needs to. So bad O2 sensor will hit you right in the wallet at the pump. And it's a similar story with the mass airflow sensor. This part's job is to measure how much air is actually coming into the engine. If it gets dirty or breaks, again, the computer's getting junk information. You'll probably feel this one, though. The car might idle all rough, feel sluggish when you accelerate, or even stall out. Ah, and here we go. Remember that urgent flashing light we talked about? Well, worn-out spark plugs or ignition coils are a classic cause. These are the parts that literally create the spark to ignite the fuel. When they go bad, a cylinder might not fire right. That's called a misfire. And that's exactly the kind of serious problem that triggers that flashing pull over now light. And finally, the big one, the catalytic converter. Its job is super important. It converts nasty exhaust gases into much cleaner stuff. Now, this is an expensive part to replace, but here's the secret. It almost never fails on its own. It usually fails because another problem, like those bad spark plugs we just mentioned, was ignored for too long. So, fixing the small stuff early can save you from this really big repair bill. Okay, so we've got a list of the usual suspects. But your light is on now. How do you figure out which one is the actual culprit? You can't just start replacing parts and hoping for the best. Luckily, your car leaves a very specific clue. And the tool to find that clue is called an OBD-II scanner. It's this little handheld device that a mechanic plugs into a port right under your dashboard. It communicates with your car's computer and pulls out a specific trouble code. And here's a pro tip. Most big auto parts stores will actually do this for you for free. But this is a really, really important point. That trouble code, it's a symptom. It's not the final diagnosis. It points you in the right direction. It's like telling a doctor you have a fever. The fever isn't the illness, it's just a clue. A good mechanic uses that code as the starting point to investigate and find the real root cause of the problem. So, knowing all this, what should you actually do when that light comes on? Let's put it all together in a simple 5-step action plan. This will take you from that first moment of panic right through to getting it fixed. Okay, let's walk through it. 1. Stay calm. Just pay attention. Is the car driving funny? Any weird noises or smells?
2. The easy one. When it's safe, pull over, shut the car off, and check that gas cap. Give it a few good clicks to make sure it's tight. 3. Determine how urgent this is. Is the light solid or is it flashing? You know what to do for each. 4. Get the code read. Go find out what message your car is trying to send you. And 5, and this is the most important one, actually get the repair done. Don't just ignore it, because it will almost always lead to bigger, more expensive problems down the line.
All right, now that we know how to react when the light comes on, let's talk about how to be proactive. How can we keep that pesky light from ever coming on in the first place? It really just comes down to a few simple habits. First, let's cover what not to do. The number one mistake is just ignoring it. Putting a piece of tape over the light doesn't fix the problem. That small issue is just going to get worse. Also, don't just have someone clear the code without fixing anything. It'll just come right back. And for the last time, please never drive hard when that light is flashing. You're just asking for a massive repair bill. So what should you do? It's actually pretty simple. Just follow the regular maintenance schedule in your car's manual. Get your oil changed on time, replace your spark plugs when they're due, make it a habit to twist that gas cap till it clicks every single time you fill up, and finally, just listen to your car. If it starts to sound or feel a little different, pay attention to it. That's usually the earliest warning sign you'll get. So the next time that light comes on, I want you to see it differently. Don't see it as a disaster. See it as a message. It's your car trying to talk to you, giving you a heads up so you can fix a small problem before it becomes a giant one. Because taking care of that light today really is the key to saving your engine, your wallet, and yeah, your peace of mind tomorrow. Now you're in the know.